We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. It isn't surprising the temperature's rising. She certainly can. I got that the wrong way round. Never mind. It introduces with a bit of difference, as I said, these people who sort of leap on as though they're, I don't know, dancing, which I'm not going to do. Anyway, now look. Between when you last saw me and now, doing whatever you were doing, I mean lying in your pits or whatever, I have absolutely no idea. I've got on and done a little bit. Mainly, you see, it's been all this wiring and plugging in these little plugs, which are very often miserable or something else to get in, and making sure it's all wired up correctly, which I hope it is. I think so. And all these things, look at this to support the wires. I mean, this is incredible. Good. And above, what do we do above? I'm not sure I've done anything particularly new above, and we should going back to above afterwards. Hopefully there are one or two places where I think I'm going to just have to put a little teensy weensy bit of super glue. Hopefully this time I don't get it in my hair. Yes, there we are. So the next thing we're going to do is put the bottom in. When I was a small boy, my children be watching this, they will just absolutely love this bit. When I was a small boy, my dear mama wondered why my hair was always sticky, and one day she discovered that it was because if my hands were sticky, I used to wipe them in my hair. There, the disgusting habits of children. Oh dear. And I certainly, oh, no, that's a knife blade. I thought I'd put the knife blade on, and that's another one. Okay. Right. Now, in amongst everything else, they give you plenty of spares. Well, I say plenty of spares. I'm not too sure whether it is plenty. But these things have to go in from on the outside here, and I've got to tell you that they are not whimsical, but flimsical. And whilst I'm struggling with this, I should just say to you that, God, talking of the Can-Can, the music was written by a chap called Jacques Offenbach. Probably he was called that because when he was a child they tried to get rid of him on occasion, but he often came back. You can all groan now. Anyway, so the thing is, and I didn't know this because I'm quite innocent really. No, honestly, quite innocent. But somebody pointed out to me, because I hadn't thought about it, and there are things in my life I've discovered that I haven't thought about, and when somebody says, I think, oh my word. Anyway, on this particular subject was all those girls in all their sort of frou-frou stuff dancing around, and the thing is, at the end, you know, la 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 la, yeah, they have their backs to the audience and they throw their skirts up. Well, that one's all right, isn't it? That's alright, that's fine. And then somebody said, that's because they weren't wearing any knickers. And I'm like, oh, so you'd be able to see their religion. Oh, dear me. Anyway, so, there we are, you see. Such things. Utter filth, no doubt. Now, where do these bits go? I've got some bits here. That's got the bottom in, but there are some locking pieces. Oh, yes there are. Those two go in there, and presumably lock that. Yep. And you have to be so careful when you put your hand around the other side. No rude comments there, because of all the frilly bits at the top, which are, there's some bits that go there as well. Those go in there. I absolutely don't know why. I don't. No, I don't, honestly. They must lock something in, and I must have lost one. That's it. So, that is all locked in by these side pieces. It's all well thought out, you know, I have to say. I have to say. Oh, well. I can't remember. You've been looking at the top of my head. Which is not something to look at. That's for sure. That does not want to go in there. Yes, it has. There. You see all these things gradually get in there and lock, and that's the on-off switch. And there's the speaker. Can you see that? You might not be able to see that. On-off switch speaker. Yeah. Good. Now, is that everything underneath? Well, I think it is. Now, if you look in here, you will see, you can see, there is a little bit of the light strip showing. And in order to protect the little LEDs, you have to do something which appears to me at first sight to be close to bloody impossible. And let's get that piece in there. Oh no, I nearly had it. I nearly had it. Anyway, that's it. That ends it. No, it isn't. It keeps going in and popping out. And then it goes the wrong way up. And I think that this is that ends in. We can't get that end in. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. It just came out again. God. I shall hold this bit end while I get that in. Yes, in there now. God, dear me. And this side, yes. Oops. Nearly. All very near. So very near. So I was wondering really, you know, having sung to you, gosh, that's the second time. Yeah, there we are. Actually, a second time I've sung. Phew. I could sort of go on with, you know, if I were a rich man. And if I were a rich man, I'd probably get somebody else to do this. Oh, I was wondering, since we've nearly reached the end of this, whether, or what, yes, what should we do next? I had an offer on a balsa wood and paper model aeroplane. I'm kind of betting that none of you have ever seen one of those made. Alright, you might have done, but you know. Now look, these bits here are what you have to take out. Some of them are almost out, as is this one, but you have to tease them ever so carefully. And I have actually only broken one bit. And it was a bit one of these bits here, but they give you two, you see, and you see these bits, 1, 2, 3, 4, you only need two of them. Now the thing is that where you've got, can you see this, all these zigzaggy lines are actually cut, so the solid thing is just that teeny little bit there, that link through, because these will curve to go round those curves, yeah? So getting these out in one piece is honestly no joke. So you have to be really ever so careful, which is why the other one broke, because I really wasn't being careful enough. I admit it. I was a bit, I don't know, but whatever it was, I was a bit. And there. I thought you'd like to see that bit being done, and a piece coming out looking absolutely pristine. Puts it down and treads on it. And this one, again, same thing, because they are just joined together by these little feathers, but the little feathers tend to hold together. There we are. See? It is possible. I know that I did see somebody make a comment on the advertisement that they were building one, but they had to rejoin an awful lot of pieces together. Well, I can honestly say I haven't. All has gone very well. No complaints. Turnover instructions. And it doesn't help. F15, F36, which was 36, that one. Yeah, I mean, you're a bit of a fiddle. It is a fiddle, this. And so, as you can see, we put that slotty bit in there, and then that bit goes in the next hole. You can see this, because I have to be fairly careful. And then you find that you've got this wrong, okay? Of course. Because that clearly doesn't go there, because those didn't line up. So, we'll go back this side. I'm now looking at this very carefully and saying, oh bother, that's wrong. Oh no, that way round. Ah, yeah, okay. So now we're right. Well, I have put things in the wrong way up. Let's be honest about it. Not because I wasn't, well, alright, perhaps I was not concentrating properly. Some of these have to be teased in with no end of difficulty. I hope we're still on camera. I think we must be on camera here. I'm not very good at this. Or perhaps I don't have the right camera. Well, I don't. This is just an ordinary film camera. No, it's not a film camera. Stupid boy. Have a film camera. Also have a digital SLR. Because although most people say, ooh, I prefer my telephone, and I do take pictures on the phone. Oops. By Jiminy. By Jiminy. There. That bit in there, and finally, there. So you see what we've got is that joined onto there. And then we take this one and we do exactly the same thing. And then you discover why, well, we discovered why the things are different, because on this one those holes line up there. And then, gosh, this is going far too well. Yep. And that into there. And that, folks, because this actually goes into here somewhere, or perhaps it goes that way, and I haven't discovered yet. It can't go that way. We have ended up with precisely what it shows in the picture, which is that. Yep, no doubt about it. That's what it is. It's supposed to go in there somewhere. Or perhaps it goes, I don't know. Anyway, that is it for today. Oh no, I've missed a piece. I have missed one piece. Sorry. And that is F12. Okay, there's two of those as well, I know, because I saw, and as usual when you want them you can't flipping well find them, but oh, there they are. There they are. This is an end piece which stops the ball going over. That's it. Just open up a bit, dearie. This is a bit like going to the bloody dentist. Just a little wider. There. Now that means that when the ball runs along there, it can't go any further. And I am just absolutely, that is definitely, precisely where that should be, I think. Okay, well, we now go into making other things to go with it. Oh, I see. Not really. Okay. Anything else will be tomorrow. That's it for today. You can see I haven't got a glass of wine because, and I haven't been drinking either. Why because? Well, it's only the middle of the afternoon, for heaven's sakes. What do you lot expect?